give me thumbs up if you can hear me, just to confirm that the mic is working. Okay, excellent. Okay. After this call, we will share with you the link to the recording on the chat. If you have any question, please raise your hand. I will give you the mic access so that you can unmute yourself and pose your question. Any questions? I think it's another August day where the attendees is a little bit low. We have only 16 attendees in this call for today. Okay, I leave the call open for the next 20 minutes. If we don't get any question, we will close the call. Vladislav, can you please unmute yourself?
Yeah, hi, can you hear me?
Yes, we do.
Yeah. Okay, we are MAH from Europe. We completed our testing. We sent the shipping commissioning aggregation message. All was completed okay. Our partner checked and he was able to see all the serial numbers in Tatmeen staging environment. So we sent all the information. We got the production credential. We registered our service user. Everything seemed to be going okay, but now our IT provider cannot connect to production endpoints. Basically, they're doing all the same as they did on the staging environment, but they are getting an error. We subscribe to MAH reporting API on production developer side. We got the API key. We sent them the API key. We sent them credentials for the service user, but they're getting an error. We sent the message to the onboarding. They checked, but they said they to try and talk to you as well.
Okay, I think we answered that question today only, correct?
Well, we've been discussing it for a few days, so maybe there was some information today as well.
Okay, I am not sure what was the actual cause of the delay, but when we answered you, the answer was regarding the endpoints. We provided you with the correct endpoints for the connectivity. Have you tested after we replied today?
So you're talking about this endpoint that says Tatmeen APIM
Correct.
mohab.gov. Okay, so
Correct.
that is the new endpoint, because we checked for the previous endpoint that is in the documentation, and earlier they said that those endpoints were correct. So those endpoints were not correct, and these different ones should be used.
Those ones were staging. The production ones, we send them through circulars to all the users. I think we sent them twice, once we launched and again later on. Looks like you haven't received them somehow, but we send them. The ones that we send them to you are the production ones. They are used by thousands of partners already. I'm surprised why you don't have them yet. But anyways, I think we should also review the documents and add them to for both production and staging. We'll keep you posted on that. But please, for now, just use the new ones that we send them to you and test on production. Not test, but actually try to send submission messages on production, commissioning messages, and let us know the outcome.
Okay. Okay. Thanks.
You're welcome. Faida, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Niyad. Good morning, Mr. Nibal.
Good morning. Good morning.
Can I speak in Arabic?
Sure, تفضلي.
احنا وصلنا لمرحلة بعتنا في registration form للتضمين already مسجلين ببراند وحاطين كل البرودكتس فيهم. فبعتنا ايميل انه احنا سجلنا registration form بس انه ما وصلنا انه اشي ممكن نكمل فيه. فبعتوا لنا انه الاونبوردينج سيستم انه في مفروض يكون في GLN، في عنا GLN وغيرها، بس كيف بدنا نسجل؟ ما في registration link او كيف ممكن نكمل؟ احنا شوي يعني we need guidance بهاي النقطة.
اوكي، لما تخلصوا تسجلوا كل البرودكتس تبعونكم على برانسينج قبل البرودكتس بس تكونوا طلعتوا GLN، المفروض يكون وصلكم سيرتيفيكت من GS1 يحكي لكم هاي GLN تبعكم. وصلتكم هاي السيرتيفيكت؟
احنا عنا اياها
بس عندكم اياها مسجلين على GS1 جلوبال او GS1 بمحل ثاني مش GS1 UAE، صح؟
بدي اتاكد من هاي المعلومة من التيم تاعنا.
طيب
هلا كيف
بدكم برضه تتواصلوا مع GS1 UAE، تحكوا لهم احنا شغالين باليو اي اي ماركت، البرودكتس تبعونا بنباع باليو اي اي ماركت، بليز زيدوا لنا GLN تبعنا. فبيزيدوه على الداتابيس تبع GS1 UAE. بعدين بوصلكم للسبوك للسنجل بوينت اوف كونتاكت اللي انتم مختارينه على اكونت GS1، بوصلكم ريجستريشن لينك لتطمين، ومن هناك بتكملوا
سوري
بس
انا قطعتك.
بدون
بس لا.
بس بدون الريجستريشن لينك لتطمين يو كانت ريجستر لتطمين. لازم تكملوا مع GS1 وهم يزيدوكوا على اليو اي داتابيس، بعدين بوصلكم ريجستريشن لينك من تطمين اوتوماتيك.
هلا في احنا بوينت اوريدي كانوا باعتين لنا registration link بس كان هذا ايميل سابق وكان expired، كيف ممكن نرجع عشان يبعتوا لنا واحد تاني؟ هو هاي
بعثوا لنا لاونبوردينج.
هذا قصدك عنه صح؟
صح، هو هذا ريجستريشن لينك لتطمين. اذا من تطمين، اذا من تطمين الايميل، ابعثوا لنا لاونبوردينج تطمين دوت اي، احكوا لنا هذا السنجل بوينت اوف كونتاكت تبعنا والانفيتيشن لينك كانت اكسبايرد، فبنبعث لكم انفيتيشن لينك جديد.
بس هيك تمام. هلا
صح.
بس لما نسجل وقتها تبعتونا الباسورد واليوزر نيم صح ولا لا؟
لا، احنا بنبعث لكم بس لينك، انتم بتعملوا الريجستريشن بروسيس كامله، يوزر نيم وباسورد، وانتم بتعملوا سب يوزرز كمان. يعني هذا اللينك بنبعث بس للسنجل بوينت اوف كونتاكت للسبوك. اي يوزر ثاني انتم بدكم تسووه السبوك بيعمله من الاكونت تبعه.
خلاص تمام. اسلموا استاذ
ولا
نبال.
يهمك، اهلا فيك اهلا فيك. Lakshmi, good morning. Hello.
Hi. Yeah, hi. I'll,
Good.
so actually last week I asked the query regarding the accessing the Tatmeen portal user keys. So for that I have raised email trail for the same where I'm not able to see the data on the portal. So is there any possibility just at least to walk us through the authentication or the APIs we have for the EPICS messages?
I'm sorry, I didn't get you. So you tried to register on the API portal, but you were not able to register to any of the products, any of the APIs?
Yeah, I registered and I'm trying to send a post a EPICS message from CPI to Tatmain portal. So
Okay.
there I'm getting unable to find a valid certificate error. Then I have downloaded the certificate from the workspace, from the Tatmin portal, and I was able to authenticate, but of the whatever the data I posted, it is not seen on the Tatmin portal, where I was getting some error in the response, that JavaScript error back from the Tatmin. So when we post the message from CPI to Tatmin, where we can see the message got posted or not in the portal.
Okay. The message, if you want to know the status of any message, the only way is to send the message status query that is explained in the technical guidelines on tatmeen.ae. You can send a query with the message ID number, message ID reference, and you will get a response from Tatmeen with the status of the message. Was it processed successfully? If there are any errors in it. But if you want our support, try that. If you still don't get the answer that you want, and the message response doesn't explain the error that you have in your document, in your file, please send to us the message, the XML file that you sent to onboarding@tatmeen.ae with a screenshot of the error that you said, JavaScript error. I'm not sure if that is from our side or not. Usually it's not like that. But send it to us and we will investigate. My understanding is that based on what you said, the structure of the APCIS message might not be following the Postman collection that we have on tatmeen.ae. Check that as well.
Yeah, actually, I have mailed everything on the onboarding onboarding email ID. So, and along with the error message, and I have tried to check it from the message. Just a moment. EPICS message status query. Even there it is says that the API instance is invalid. Or 1 second. I already mailed that error when I tried to query the message. It is giving that failed to resolve API key variable request.header.api key. Seems like I'm missing something with the API key.
Yeah.
But when I set up,
okay, so you're still on staging, I'm assuming, not on production, right?
Yeah, we're still on staging.
So, and you registered the API, you registered for an API from the API hub, the staging API hub, correct? Just to confirm that, not from the production API hub.
That registering, yeah, it's on staging only. From
Please
the
confirm
portal,
that.
right?
Please confirm that. There are two portals. One portal for API for production and one portal for staging. So check whether you have generated the API key from the staging itself, not from production. Once you have your API key, okay, let me go step by step, although you seem to have already done those steps. The SPOC needs to create a B2B user. The SPOC on staging needs to create a B2B user on staging. That B2B user on staging needs to go to the API hub on staging, register for the API for the products or the APIs that you are going to consume. Use that API key in your APCIS messages and send the endpoint to the staging endpoint that we were just discussing now. It's already in the technical guidelines and technical documents, the staging Tatmeen. If all this is followed and you still have the error, then let's investigate what problem you are facing.
Yeah, I've followed all the steps as per the guidance of the document, and I took help from one of the team members, Srija. Even she also looked and reviewed, like to cross check if I have followed all the steps or not. Everything looks fine. I think I need your help here because I'm deadly stuck here because all my interfaces are dependent on this. I'm like on the road.
So when did you send us the email?
I sent an email yesterday, 8:41 p.m. IST.
Okay. So I'm assuming our team are already working on it. Once we have an answer, we will reply to you as soon as we can.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. Yeah.
You're welcome. You're welcome. غيداء تفضلي.
مرحبا دكتور نهاد. بس ريباد ممكن بدي أتأكد منك بس معلومة واحدة. احنا اللي بعثلنا هل تأكدت الإيميل كان notify تطمين. احنا رح نبعث له notify ولا الأونبوردينج تطمين؟
عن شو بدك تبعتي؟
الريجستريشن لينك اللي expired عشان يبعتوا لنا واحد expired
لا
واحد
onboarding
جديد مش
لا
expired.
onboarding at tatmeen.ae notify هذا no reply يعني ما حدا بشيكل يعني ما بوصل للانبوكس تبعنا. لا onboarding at tatmeen.ae ابعت لنا انه بليز تبعتوا لنا اللينك واحنا رح نبعث لكم اياه، بس رح تكون للستيجنج مبدئيا لحد ما تخلصوا الريجستريشن بروسيس.
يس راح
تمام.
تكون الستaging واحنا راح نبعت الستaging يعني بروسيس وبصير على اساسها بنكمل البروسيس كامله.
صح مظبوط.
هلا على البرودكشن ما بصير شيء، احنا راح تكون بس ناخذ ابروفل على الستaging بنكمل البرودكشن. ما
بس
راح نبعت
تكونوا
registration تاني.
متأكدين انه جاهزين وما في اي يعني واضح السيستم والسيستم شابك وما في عندكم اي اسئله. بعدين بس تبعتوا لنا انه احنا جاهزين نحول على البرودكشن واحنا بنعمل ريليز للبرودكشن.
اوكي تمام، يعني الستaging بنبعت لكم اياه بنكون متاكدين تعطونا ابروفل عليه بنكمل البرودكشن.
صح.
تمام، شكرا استاذ نبال.
Ranjan, good morning. Good morning.
So we have registered ourselves with Tatmeen,
Mhm.
and now for testing, we are asked one of our vendor to send one test case to our GLN. Okay.
Okay.
So now when they send the SSCC, we are doing product verification. Okay.
Okay.
So once we are sending this product detail in the product verification URLs, we are getting one error saying invalid claim policy verify JWT claim message. You're not getting proper response.
Have you received the product, the SSCC that your partner sent to you?
Okay, so first we have to receive. First we have to send the receive message. Then we have to do
Yes.
this product.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
So my question is like we have to map every GLN like from where users are sending all the GLN SGLN everything. We have to map it, or like how we can get the SGLN for the if some vendors is sending us, right? So we need their SGLN also to send in a message.
Yeah.
In message.
Yes.
So
Yes.
so how we'll get this SGLN numbers?
So you are a distributor or
We are a hospital.
you are a hospital. Okay.
Mm.
So as a hospital, you might be having a limited number of suppliers who sent to you, correct?
Correct. Yeah.
Okay. So you need to maintain your own database. If you want to get the SGLN, you need to get it from GS1, unfortunately, not from us. It's a standard GS1 format, the SGLN. So for the GLNs that you will be using quite regularly, you need to maintain your own database.
Okay.
Mhm.
So the process will be first we will receive, then we will do product verification, and now
If you want.
based
you
on
want.
that we will do dispense and whatever our process business according to our business process we will do the dispense or.
If you want the product verification, it's an optional step. You don't need to do it if you don't need it. Correct?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay,
Correct.
but if you
So-
want to verify that the product and see what's the contents of the product, then you can consume that API. That's fine. But once you receive it, then probably you need to unpack it. So change the aggregation level into the separate or individual SGTINs and then dispense it. Unless you dispense the whole SSCC, but in your case as a hospital, I don't think this is valid, correct?
Yeah. Correct.
Okay.
So also, our process will be first we will receive, then we will unpack it, and then we will dispense it. Correct?
Correct. Yes, that's the standard process. There are other status updates that you might be facing, like product damage, product stolen, something like that, other than dispensation. But it's up to you. All these processes are mentioned in the documentation, and you can choose a process that applies to your operation.
Okay. Thank you, Nival.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks, Rajan. Thanks. Mr. Rafiq, good morning.
Yeah, very good morning, Mr. Nibal. How are you?
Good, good. How about yourself?
Yes, Alhamdulillah, everything is fine. Mr. Nibal, I just have a small request from us. Actually, we are going to integrate our new system, SAP. We are going to change our ERP system. Actually, I think Ms. Lakshmi still from NTT team raised the one query, right? Some error she is getting. She already raised, right, Miss Lakshmi? Just
Yes.
after. So she has some couple of queries and questions. So they are our vendor who is implementing the software and integrating with Tatmeen team. So she needs some queries. She has some queries and support needed from Tatmeen team. So we can raise directly from her some queries until we set up our system. So can we have your support, please?
She just asked the same question now in the call, and we have also a case opened with Tatmeen, but the email was sent as per her only yesterday at 8:45 p.m. So our team are working on it today morning, and we will get back to her as soon as we can.
No problem. No, take your time, no issue. But we have a couple of queries, and actually we need your kind support until we set up our system. Actually.
Sure, Rafiq, as everyone here on the call knows, we try to answer the questions within 24 hours. If the question is too detailed or too complex to explore and investigate, then it might take a few more days.
That's
but usually our response is quite fast.
Yeah, but actually the vendor is not registered under that means anywhere entity team, so they can raise queries and you can respond them, right?
Yes, they are already sending us emails and we are responding to them. Yes.
Actually, since I am a Spock access user ID, so that maybe you will not respond. Maybe they are thinking like that. So better if they responded because they are the one who was supporting City Pharmacy for the new software.
But for any vendor using your credentials, that because you created the username for them, we just need to make sure that they are authorized by you, and this is why we ask the whoever is sending us the case will be the actual user who's using Tatmeen, not you. It's fine, anyone can send us, but we just need to, not from a third email asking about a second email, then linking to your Spock. We cannot share confidential information about your company to a third party without having a clear linkage between you both.
Okay. We'll ask them to have a loop with us also. Whenever they send any email, I will be in the communication along with that.
That works as well. That works.
Okay. Perfect. Okay. Thank you so much.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Abdullah, can you please unmute yourself? Abdullah Nasser.
Good morning, Nibal. Good morning, Nibal. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
And I just have a question. I'm not sure if this is the right medium to ask question.
Please go ahead.
I was looking for the supply of the devices for to regulate these solutions. So is this the right medium, or do I need, because I couldn't register on the website and I just wanted to know if this is the right medium or not.
Supply of what? Sorry?
The devices, the cold chain solution itself.
I'm sorry, I'm not following.
Yani, into your monitoring the medicine or the pharmaceuticals in the hospitals and devices, right? Cold devices in the cars or in the trucks.
We are not doing that. No, that is not the concept of Tatmeen. The tracking is done through the serial numbers on the items themselves, on the products themselves. We don't have any devices. It's not a temperature data logger system. No, that's just the barcodes on each item, the serial number on each item.
Oh, right. Because what I heard is different. So then I think I'm in the wrong medium.
No problem.
All right. Thank you so much.
No problem. No problem. Sarah, can you please unmute yourself? Sarah, are you with us?
Yes. Hello?
Yes. Yes.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
أيوة. أيوة هذا بخصوص ال medical regarding the medical stores.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yes.
We register and now get GLN number. Then after that we stopped because they said, okay, medical stores like for labs, laboratory, they have to hold until further notification from Ministry of Health.
Medical stores.
Yes,
Medical
like
stores.
laboratory stores. Yes.
Laboratory stores.
Mm.
سوري اخت ساره شو البزنس
أيوة.
موديل شو
تمام
هو؟
تمام. هو بالنسبة للمستودعات في نوعين، النوع اللي هو الأدوية، والنوع الثاني اللي هو الأجهزة الطبية.
الأجهزة الطبية لسه ما صار عليها أي أبديت من الوزارة.
صحيح، أيوة، هو ده كان السؤال، إنه إحنا بس سجلنا GS، يعني أخذنا رقم اللي هو GS 1 للمكان، لكن ما فيش أي أبديت لحد دلوقتي في الموضوع.
لسه ما في أي أبديت، ما في أي أبديت.
تمام. طيب هو الخطوات بعد الجي اس 1 تسجيل هو ايه؟ هل اننا بنرفع البرودكت بتاعتنا كلها على البراندنج، ولا ايه بالنسبه حتى للادويه يعني؟
لا، انتوا كميديكال ستور مش انتوا اللي بترفعوا الام اي اتش، الماركتنج اوثرايزيشن هولدر، هو بيرفع البرودكتس تبعينه على البراندنج، مش الميديكال ستور، مش
يعني
مستودع الادويه. يعني صاحب العلامه التجاريه، الماركتنج اوثرايزيشن هولدر، هو اللي بيسجل على تطمين على براندنج، وبيسجل البرودكتس تبعينه، سواء كانت ادويه او هي حاليا بس ادويه، بس ليتر ستيج راح تكون الاجهزه الطبيه كمان، بس حاليا لسه بس الادويه.
يعني صاحب العلامه التجاريه ده اللي هو المصنع اللي هو بره الامارات،
صح.
صحيح؟
صح صح صح.
يعني احنا يعني هم من عندهم بيدخلوا بيسجلوا.
صح. يس.
هل هيحتاجوا ياخدوا كمان جي اس 1 او جي ال ان نمبر؟
يس، على الأغلب يس، لازم يكون إذا بس تشتغل الأجهزة الطبية، بس الوزارة تصدر المرسوم بخصوص الأجهزة الطبية، برضه راح يكون لازم منهم يطلعوا جي ال ان.
تمام. هو برضه في نقطة يا ريت معرفش تاخدوها في الاعتبار، إنه الأجهزة الطبية والمعدات الطبية والرياجنتس ليها حاجة، كل أيتم ليه حاجة اسمه ريفرنس نمبر، مختلف شوية عن الأدوية. الكود ده بيكون عالمي، غير السيريال نمبر والجي ال ان.
صح.
اسمه
نفس الشيء
البرودكت كود اللي هو الاس كي يو.
نفس الشيء للأدوية بيسموه الجلوبال تريد ايتم نمبر، الجي تي اي ان، رقم عالمي.
غير. أيوة.
نفس
هو
المبدأ، رقم عالمي للايدنتيفيكيشن، جلوبال تريد ايتم نمبر، جي تي اي ان.
تمام.
كل منتج له رقم عالمي، نفس الشيء تقريبا، بس لسه احنا ما فتنا مع الوزارة بمرحلة الاكسبلوريشن لموضوع الأجهزة الطبية.
تمام، خلاص ما فيش مشكلة، ده كان الاستفسار. أشكرك على
أهلا
شكرا
أهلا.
جزيلا.
Just to update everyone regarding Dr. Sarah's question, the medical devices is still not clear when the phase that includes the medical devices will be launched by Tatmeen. So at the moment, as per the ministry, the only thing that medical devices companies should take is to get the GLN and wait for announcements from the ministry at later stage. Raju, can you please unmute yourself?
Yeah, hello, Mr. Nibal. Good morning. How
Hello.
are you?
Good morning. Hi, Raju.
Okay, sir, Mike, I have two questions. So one thing is, we are from a hospital. Okay, so we have our inpatient, outpatient, and store. All these three under one new location only. So can we have one GLN for this particular three entities, or do we need to have separate?
Can you please repeat them because I didn't hear them? What are the three that you are having?
Store, inpatient, and outpatient.
Okay. As per GS1, and that's not us, I'm just telling you what GS1 told us. You need to verify that with GS1 at a later stage. Each trade license is one GLN. You cannot get multiple GLNs for the same multiple GLNs for one trade license. So it depends. If you're having one license in your hospital, then it's one GLN. Now, the inpatient, outpatient, whatever, if I were you in a hospital, I would, you have the store, which is, let's say, somewhere in the hospital, assuming it's the basement floor where you are keeping all your medicine. Then you have the inpatient and the outpatient. The outpatient usually, if I know properly, usually has a separate trade license. If I am buying a medicine from a hospital and there is a pharmacy inside the hospital itself, as per to the best of my knowledge, it's a separate trade license. So for that, you can get a GLN for that outpatient pharmacy by itself. But the inpatient, no, it's within the same trade license of the hospital. So once any nurse in any inpatient room opens a certain medicine, at that step, you need to report it as dispensed in Tatmeen.
Okay. Perfect. Perfect, sir. Thanks for that. And the other one is the dispense return related question. So let's say now, we have satellite clinics as well. So when we actually transfer the medication to the clinics, we are thinking to mark it as dispense. But what if in case when the medication comes back to the main store, which is marked as dispense already, how to handle those cases? Because operationally, it is very well possible to
That
have
process, in my humble opinion, is not correct. The correct process that we recommend is that you report the dispensation when the product is opened, used by a nurse or a doctor, not when you send it from the store to the clinic. It's when it gets opened. So you send it. Sorry.
No, continue, please. Continue, please.
Yeah, if you send it from the store to the clinic, it's still not dispensed. It's still within your facility. If you want to report it as dispensed, and later on you cannot do undispense or return dispense. That is not there. The medicine, if it gets dispensed, it's dispensed. If any inspector visits you and he finds a product in your facility, in your store, and that product is reported as dispensed, but it's still within your facility, they will ask you, what is this? This is not the correct process.
Okay. Okay. So, but even let's say some of the products which are, I'm just thinking, out of the box, which are already dispensed to the patient. So there are chances that they being getting returned back. Operationally, yes, there are chances. What do we need to do for those cases?
From the inpatient, I don't think this is the case because from the inpatient, if a product gets opened, it will be used immediately with that patient, correct?
Correct, but there are also cases where you will have the return from inpatient as well.
From if the product was opened, then why would it be returned?
Okay, but operationally, yes, sir. We have very rare, but we have cases.
Okay, case when you send the product from the store to the clinic, okay, you report dispensation at that time, again, in my opinion, is wrong. Now the medicine is in the clinic, but still not opened and returned back to you in the store, you can still use it. It's fine. It wasn't dispensed yet. But if you send it to the clinic and it gets opened and then returned to the store, that is a different story. Do you face cases where the medicine is opened and returned to you to the store in opened case?
Because we usually have the return from patients coming from the EMR system. Okay.
Closed,
So
closed or opened?
Opened ones.
Opened. So you have an injection. You have an injection. You open it and then you return it back to the store.
No, may not be that injection cases, but some cases which are open from the box, right? Which is, let's say, you have a tablet or strip of 100, okay, which is opened and dispensed and again taken back.
Okay, 1 second. That is not the secondary item, the secondary packaging. If you have a case that contains 100 items, each one of those items is having their own serial number.
Okay.
Okay. If you open it in the store, you are changing the aggregation level. You are doing unpacking, not dispensing, unpacking. And then you are sending it to the inpatient. and then the inpatient send it back to you, and then you send it to another clinic and send it back to you, all in closed case, then you don't need to report dispensing at the stage. Once any of the clinics opens it to be consumed to any patient, then you report it as dispensed.
Okay, fine.
Yeah?
Fine.
Okay. Okay, right. Okay. Thank you. Okay, I think this was the last question. If no more questions from anyone, then I will just thank you for joining us and looking forward to see you next week. Have a great day, everyone. Thank you.